Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. It is Sunday the 1st of December 2024. It's a rather misty, sort of rainy Sunday, but I am back at the Bath and West Showground for the Bulldog Toy Fair. Now, I've not had a chance to go to any toy fairs for absolutely ages. It's been one of those years where every time there's a toy fair, I've had something else going on. So this is the first one I've been to in about 6 or 7 months. So I'm really looking forward to it. According to the organisers, there's a lot of stalls here. In fact, there's a waiting list for people to have stalls here. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty busy one. As usual, I've got quite a lot of stuff that I need to find for projects, and there's still a few items that I need for my collection, and there's always items that I don't know that I need for my collection that I might just see. So let's head on in and see what we can find today. Right, so I am now back in the car, and that was a really good toy fair. In fact, the sun has started to shine as well, so it's turning into a really nice day. There were so many stalls there and so much stuff to see. I've spent an awful lot of time rummaging in boxes, and I've picked out some really nice and really odd items to add to my collection. I've also met loads of people who watch toy-polloi, which is always nice. So if you stopped me and said hello, thanks. It was always nice to meet people who watch the channel. But let's head on back to toy-polloi, and I will show you exactly what I picked up, because there are some weird and wonderful pieces. Okay, so I am now back at toy-polloi, and the first thing I'm going to have to show you is this, which is 3 more Miles Mayhems for my Mile of Mayhem project that I'm running over on toy-polloi 2. If you don't know about that, follow the link at the end of this video. But just as I was parking up in the car park, Nick, who I've met many times before, ran over and said, "I've got some things for you," and handed me this little baggie with 3 more Miles Mayhems in it. So that is absolutely amazing. I gave him one of the limited edition Mile of Mayhem stickers as well, so that was absolutely fantastic. And then again, as I just got inside, Toby came up to me and he said that he'd just watched the AT-AT rebuild video that I'm starting on this channel, and said he had a bag of broken pieces that he'd like to give me, because inside that bag was a broken AT-AT battery cover. So thanks to Toby for these. These are just all sort of bits for Star Wars vehicles, but as you can see, they're in a sort of fairly sorry state, but they are really useful pieces, and this battery cover is absolutely amazing. So yeah, we've got a few extra pieces here for future projects. So thanks to Toby and thanks to Nick for those. Let me show you what I actually bought at the fair. So these were the first things that I picked up. This was a stall that had quite a lot of mixture of toys on it, but in one corner they had some pin badges, and these are Star Trek The Next Generation pin badges. He had, I think it was £2 each on them. Actually gave me all 3 for £5. So you can see here we've got Troy, LaForge and Beverly Crusher. These are plastic pin badges with a metal backing. It looks like there's quite a selection that you could have got at the Enterprise. There's Worf there, Riker, Picard, Data, or just the sort of Star Trek com badge. I think they're really quite nice, and I'm going to be putting some of these on my nerd vests. A nice little addition. I've not seen them before, and I don't think I really have enough Star Trek stuff on my nerd vest. So those were really good, and that was, as I say, £5 for those. Pretty good value. I then popped over to Jurassic Coast Collectibles, who has a really fun stall. Lots of sort of 80s and 90s era stuff. I had a bit of a rummage in his sort of rummage pots, and I found this guy, which is Mandoon from the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons toy line. I already have this figure a couple of times, but I really like the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons figures, and you don't see them particularly often. This is one of these shield shooter figures, so he does have the Battlematic action, which if you press the lever on the back of his arm, you can see his arm moves, but he's also got a shield shooter thing here. He's not in amazing condition, a little bit of wear there, someone's chewed his thumb off, but it's still a nice figure. I think this was £5. I actually think I got it a bit cheaper because he has a sort of a loyalty card thing, so I think maybe it was £4, but nice figure. He also had on his stall something that I don't see very often at all here in the UK, which is this, which is the Eagle Force mego figures. Recently on a trip to the US, I picked up a loose version of one of these figures, and I was hoping to find a carded one at some point, and this was on his stall. Again, I think it was £5 because it's in a very sort of sorry state. There's lots of holes in it and bits missing. Even got someone's phone number, I think, written on it, and other bits of text on it. But he had that for £5, and I knew I just had to grab it straight away. I think the weapon is missing as well, but for a sort of rough carded figure, I just couldn't leave it by. So yeah, I picked up those 2 things from Jurassic Coast Collectibles. Very nice indeed. And then probably my 2 favourite items both came from Monkey's Emporium. Now he has a stall at Camden Market, and I've chatted with Johnny a few times online, but I've never actually met him in person, and he is a joy to meet as a person. His stall is amazing. Loads of sort of really cool and interesting stuff on there, and some weird and wonderful pieces. So as soon as I saw his stall, on the back wall I spotted this, which is a He-Man coat hanger, so Masters of the Universe coat hanger, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic and maybe a good way of displaying my nerd vest. So I grabbed this off him. I think I paid £8 for it. It's not something I'd seen before. It's another sort of little oddity. It's in fairly reasonable condition. Got a few marks on it. I think it needs a bit of a clean and some lighter fluid to remove some sticky marks on it. But I grabbed that off him because I've never seen one before, and the chances of seeing one again seemed quite slim. So that is a really nice and intriguing piece that I'm going to add to my collection. Then I went back later on, having seen that, because I'd seen something else on his stall that sort of caught my eye, and that was this, which is a Masters of the Universe axe from Brazil. It's a sort of late era toy. I don't think it was released, it's got copyright 83, but we believe it sort of must be sort of late 80s that this was released. It's just made of sort of fairly soft plastic, and originally would have come on card. In fact, Johnny had the He-Man sword on card, but I thought this was the cooler piece because you can actually play with it. I just thought this was amazing, so I paid £8 for that as well. It's a real little oddity. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I can display it somehow, just hang it on the wall, but a piece that I've never seen before and probably will never see again. So I grabbed those two pieces off him. He also very kindly was giving sort of everybody who was looking at his stall little odd items. He had a bag of these sort of cheap toys that he was just giving to everyone. So he gave me a few of these, which are, I'm guessing, sort of like rack toys, things that would have been very cheap to buy. So we've got a couple of sets of soldiers there, and a police badge and whistle, and also a pack of X-Files cards, which is quite in keeping to the beginning of this video. And then the final thing that I picked up was this, which is another Fisher-Price Adventure People figure. Lawrence at Toy Planet UK had a whole load of these in his sort of rummage pot, and I actually realised now, having sort of got home, that there were a few more that I should have grabbed that I don't already have in my collection. This one I knew I didn't have. There was another sort of worker guy that I sort of was umming and ahhing about because I couldn't remember if I got it or not, and I wish I'd grabbed it because I don't have it. So hopefully he will still have that next time. But this one I definitely didn't have, so I just need to give him a bit of a clean and he can go with the rest of my Fisher-Price figure collection, which is slowly growing. I've still got quite a few left to get, but it's looking really nice. So that's a great piece to add to the collection. So there we go, that is all the pieces that I picked up today. Not a huge amount of stuff, but some really nice pieces, and I like the more odd things that I was able to find today, the stuff that you're not likely to see sort of just out in the wild. I'm really pleased with that little axe, and I'm really pleased with the coat hanger. Those are two sort of gems of today's toy hunting, but everything else I found I'm really pleased with. I do need to say a massive thank you to everybody who stopped me to say hello. It's really nice to meet so many fellow collectors out there who also enjoy watching what I do here on the channel, so thanks to everyone who stopped me. Also a big thank you to Vintro Collectibles, who gave me this sticker, which is really pretty cool. I'm going to find somewhere to put that as well. And also I want to say a big thank you to Dan and Kirsty, who organised these toy fairs. They are always great fun, and it must take so much work and effort to get them organised, so a big thanks to those guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a Patreon of the channel. You get early access to all my restoration videos, and also access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy-Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.